Alright YouTube, so welcome to another, bit different today, so welcome to a brand new series on fantasy football, where we hopefully make some weekly uploads on the Premier League in particular. So we've got 4 days, 12 hours and about 30 minutes until the next season starts, so we like to start on next Saturday. So the Premier League's back. So let's spend some time to get our fantasy football team prepared for that. So here we're going to be making our YZ Sport FC, which is our channel's name, and here we've got players from the Premier League. So quick go through of the rules. I played like last few, like 5-6 years, well about 10 years really. So I play this every year. The two sites I particularly would advise, which would be the Telegraph and the Sky Sports. So I'll do them in a separate video. So start with the Telegraph here. Telegraph Funny Football. I'll put a link in the description below. Of course, I will have league links as well later on as well, so you can join my league later. So there we go. We've got, well, the prizes, what you win at the end of the season would be a 10k if you come on first. It's not much, but there are other leagues where you win other money. So an overall league you can reach. So that's up for grabs. That's the maximum you can get if you win everything. But at the overall league, if you're a champion, you win $5,000. Well, £5,000. Great Britain pounds. We're talking about. Runner-up about 250, which is a huge difference actually. Basically, unless you're first, basically you're playing for fun. You better not put your bet on this. But monthly prizes, these are nice as well. If it's first of each month, which I think the first month is actually really good. So if you want to use up all your transfers for your for the first month, I think many people do that as well. So again, that's up to you. Get the most out of this, and then use all your transfers. Make sure you grab that 200 pounds. The winner of these Twitter and free line leagues as well is nice. So yeah, some prizes you can get up for grabs. Feel free to read these later on as well. So in terms of how you score points, I'll do a quick run through this while recording. Yeah, good. So yeah, starting appearance you get 2 points just for your playing starting, and then substituted appearance you get 1 point. For every goal scored, you get 5 points. So I guess that's going to apply to strikers mostly. Assists for your assists could be for anyone basically. Red card you get -3, yellow card -1, penalty missed -2. Own goals -3 as well. So these are mostly for defenders. Well, it could be anyone, I guess. Again. So penalty missed. What I will do, I'll go for some tips as well, so that's why I'm picking my penalty takers, set piece takers, but not to worry about these. Goalkeepers, penalty saves, these are pretty rare, I guess. So we'll work this out from there. But for defenders, very important here. For defenders and goalkeepers, for every clean sheet they get, which they have to play over 60 minutes as well for the full match. Well, yeah, have to play 60 minutes. And if their team gets a clean sheet at the end of the game, they get 5 points each, which is equivalent to a goal, and I think that's really good. So if you get 4 defenders all playing for the same team, that's like 4 goals already equivalent. So that's a huge boost to your team in terms of the points tally. And then there's a partial clean sheet as well, where they play 0, maybe it's a substitute, maybe. First goal conceded, you don't actually lose any points, but of course then you lose the clean sheet bonus. And then for every additional, they lose a -1. So that's a risk you take, whether you want a more defensive team or more attacking. So yeah, that just goes through what I explained. Live scoring, yeah, these are always quite good. Private league, tournament, you can read these in your own time. So we just go for league afterwards as well. So we'll come through most of the things. And I do believe you're allowed 4 players from each club. There is a limit on this, so you cannot pick everyone from the same club. Let's say I want to pick everyone from Liverpool, you're not allowed to do that, and also you'll be out of budget as well. So, right, in terms of picking players, we'll start from the back here. I'm going to pick a goalkeeper. Basically, you're not going to change him much. I rarely change goalkeepers. Yeah, I think you want to pick someone that plays every game, and you know he's going to start every game. So I think these two that are very expensive, but I think they're well worth the money. You know, They're only a little bit more expensive than, let's say, De Gea, but De Gea is good, but he's got some competition in Dean Henderson this year as well. So, but also, unless the goalkeeper gets an injury, but otherwise I'm not going to change him. So I want to pick someone very solid, and that's going to get us a lot of clean sheets this year. These two in particular would be the top choice. But I also want to bring your attention to the first round of fixtures where we've got Arsenal Fulham as first game. If you're new to this site, this is called Flash Score, where you can see fixtures and lineups just before the match. So fixtures coming up. There are 2 games postponed, and that's the Burnley Man United game and the Man City Arsenal game, which I believe are due to still the lockdown. Unless I'm wrong, do let me know if I'm wrong. But yeah, due to lockdowns, these 2 games are going to be. Well, of course, Pogba and he's got some of these caught the virus. So yeah, these 2 games are postponed. So basically, as a first week, I'm picking players I know for the whole season, but as a first week, I would try to avoid any Man City or Man United players, which, you know, although normally I would love to have in this club, but not right now. Okay, so you know, I'm picking players for the first week. So these 2 I would go for Alisson here. Yeah, Alisson here because Ederson doesn't. Well, not sure when their first game is, and we get the points out of the way as quick as possible. So Alisson, he is going to start every game, isn't he? Who is even their substitute keeper? Like Liverpool, Adrian still there, so Alisson is going to start. But like last year, he got injured very early on, so and then made a sub to, I think it was Ederson, I can't remember, maybe like De Gea, someone else. But yeah, made a change if your keeper does get injured. And then defender-wise, as you see there, you know, quite a lot of the Liverpool defenders, very expensive. Trent had the most points because of the set piece. He does score goals as well, so that was really good. Here I'm actually, you can filter by, you know, clubs, prize, points scored last year, and also percentage of people chosen. So yeah, Matt Doherty's actually had a really good season last year, hence Tottenham went and gone and grabbed him. But I would try to stay away from the Sheffield United. Last year they had a good season because of, well, but they had a good season last year, but I don't think they can continue like this year as well. So you know, that's something for you to think about. Soichu was really cheap last year, hence he was a really top pick player. I think the first defender I'm going to have is Ben Chilwell, who, you know, just signed to Chelsea, likely to be the first team player now in place of Marcus Alonso. They spent quite a lot of money on him, so I assume they're going to start him. So I think he would be the first player picked for me. And then tend to pick wing backs here. The Wan-Bissaka would be one on my list, but because of the you know, because they don't play straight away. Who does Leicester play? Leicester play against West Brom away though. West Brom might score 1 or 2. I don't mind because he's nice and cheap. So let's grab Johnny Evans. I know people might disagree with this. You know, you'll be saying, why are you picking Johnny Evans? But I think it's decent. Serge Aurier here, who is a little risky. Digne is quite cheap for this price as well. Like I said, I tend to pick wing backs. And then get Robertson here. So we've got 2 from, actually these are quite a mix of clubs, but these all play. There is also one player I want to put in, which is Trini? Yeah, Kieran Trini, which plays for Arsenal and is a left back, and there's only him and Kolasinac for left back for Arsenal. And although I don't think they'll get much clean sheets, but this guy is quite good and he's quite cheap. So I'm gonna get rid of one of these. Or should I do one more? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna change formation here. I'm gonna start my season quite defensively. Sorry, I'm gonna do 5 in the back. Yeah, 2 strikers, 5 in the back. It should be. It's only 4. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only 5 formation this year, isn't it? What happened to the 5-3-2? Really? Well, that's annoying. I wanted the 5-3-2. They don't do that anymore. Last year they had a 5-3-2 formation, which I used for most of my games. But apparently this year I cannot. So I guess I'm gonna go for this. That way I get 3 mean there as well. I would say I'm more biased towards defenders. I think it's easier to get a clean sheet than to get a goal. Alright, midfielders is the place where I want to save as much money as possible. So that's probably where I want to go last. So I'm going to pick my striker first, which we've got. These are the most picked. Which Timo Werner for 5.6, I think that's pretty good, considered how good he is. Really don't offer this formation anymore, that's annoying. Alright, fine, fair enough. So only one striker for me, is that enough? I don't think so. Well that's annoying, because normally I have more. Fine, fair enough. We'll have to get rid of one of these. We'll get rid of Johnny Evans here. Right, back to 4-4-2. Pick one more striker, which pre-Emic Aubameyang, top scorer last year, 7 mil. Could say a little expensive, but you know, he'll be well worth the money. Vardy actually had the most points, because I assume he got assists as well. Rodrigo would be one to look out for. Rodrigo, Calvin-Lewin, and Aguero usually. Yeah, these are quite a few to look out for. And Harry Kane as well, if he does get back to his top form for Tottenham. But he does have a statistics where he's really, well, doesn't really score on September's normally. I know these are quite long videos, so we'll probably move on. So that leaves a room for Bruno Fernandes. I know he doesn't start straight away like as a season because their games is postponed, but pop him in there for now. Mason Greenwood's good as well, 3.6. Yeah, you know what? So how much we got? We only got 6.9 mil left, so we need someone really, really cheap here, because otherwise we're not going to complete the squad here, you see. So I think Foden for 3.4 is good as well. And how much do we have left? We've got 3.5 left up to Foden. You've got a difficult dilemma here because these don't start straight away. We don't know when their fixture is going to be. Saka for 3.1, that's good as well. I think that's good. You know, four really. These players are gonna start and they're gonna play. Basically, all these here are first team players. You might say Greenwood, Foden, and Saka, but I think for me these are good players to have in your club. You could have some like Maximan as well. That's up to you. But I think this is pretty a standard team. You know, nothing in particular that you feel like. You know, yeah, I did mention players you can look out for, but I think this is pretty good. Is that really Ocampos? Oh no, this is another one. I thought it was Ocampos from Sevilla. I was like, whoa. Bakioko's back. Okay. There are some like normally defensive mids are quite cheap, so I think that's up to you. Ivoby 3.9. Yeah, I don't think any more of these. Sissoko. Fred could be good, but 3.5. Nelson as well. A bit of money if it's go. Who is the cheapest available? Cheapest midfielder available are A. Green. I have no idea who this is. Jack Rodwell, who should be a superstar here by this stage. Harper and then Bakayoko. I think these we went through. These are mostly CDMs. Danny Drinkwater. These you don't expect to play the game. Well, not starting. El Neni, I think would be good one. Gilson Fernandez, tell you what, that's a good pick. If you, yeah, he rarely started last year, but I think he would be a good option if you've got a really budget squad. That could be a great option for you. So yeah, Gilson Fernandez would be top pick, and then if you want, Pereira sometimes starts. These two could be okay. Firmino, yeah, Minamino for Liverpool. I think 2.7. That's really good as well. Yeah, he scored a equaliser on the Community Shield as well. Yeah, I think in place of Shaqiri, he should get more game time. And you know, as a Liverpool player, 2.7. I think that is really good value for money. They made the midfielders really cheap this year, so there's so much to choose from. I think we picked the right formation here, 4-4-2. Yeah, I think don't want to go any higher than this. The Mello as well. Podence, this guy is good. You get Lingard, you know, of course, score the last goal of the season. You know, can't see this going wrong. Kenduzi. This Hayden guy is alright though. This guy is good as well if you want a winger. Shaqiri is still there, 3.4. I'd rather go for Firmino. So Crystal Palace signed this guy from Crystal Palace, Ize, who's an attack mid. Pretty good player. One to watch as well. Pablo Hernandez will start, but again, these are getting a little more expensive right now, so Norwood, good season. Don't go for Matic, the CDM. Trezeguet, Yarmolenko, which I thought these would have been good. Again, these are CDM. Try to avoid these CDMs. Harvey Barnes, alright. One to look out for as well. I tell you what, Harvey Barnes would be a great value player. He normally starts the game, and then, but they did also sign the new player from Leicester, another left mid from Atlanta. I forgot his name. It starts with a C. Can't remember exactly his name, but he'll be on here. And he's a striker. Oh, won't let me filter. Okay, fair enough. We'll find him. Leicester. Like I said, Rodrigo, good option. Well, Rodrigo 3.5, like 3.8. That's so cheap, but don't go for that. Andy Carroll, no. I don't think we got that guy from. Haven't got that guy yet. Anyway, so that's the squad I'm gonna go for. I think last year we get to select a captain, but this year they've kind of scrapped that, I think. So this is the team I've gone for, and I think not how to click submit, but anyway. So let's do summary now, click back on there. Yep, so that's the squad I've picked, and yeah, so submit. I've already submitted, so that's fine. Yep, so that's the squad I'm going for. Like I said, I think there used to be a captain option, but I think they've scrapped that now. So how they scrapped it, I don't know. So that's one team. I will make more, just to have a mix of players from each team. You'll have five teams here. You can pick up to 5. Yeah. Players who are unavailable. No, that's fine. So in terms of leagues, I'm going to quickly get through this as well. It's about 20 minutes here. In terms of leagues you can join, I'm going to join a league. You select any of these as you like. These are leagues that people have created. I'm going to go for the, well, you can join leagues, tournaments, and it's Super 16 as well. There are only 3 leagues that wins you prizes, and that's the Facebook, Twitter, or Free Lions. So let me go find a Facebook. Open. I just put in Facebook. I'm gonna go Twitter. Twitter is like Let me search. Really? So who said Facebook? Try Twitter. Public League. Wow, okay, so normally there is the Twitter and the Facebook League, but apparently they're not there. So I'll just go for the 3 lines then. I'll go for this one then. 3 lines. Ah, really? No, I'm just joining randomly then. Incorrectly not joining. I want to join that one actually. Quite cool. We'll just go for the Telegraph, I guess. Yeah. So where is the so I can design the table. Of course, haven't started. You can see all the managers there as well. Quite a lot of them. So. And then apart from leagues, there are also tournaments you can join. So yeah, alright, join a tournament on this one as well. Yep, so that's in, and then just make sure you've joined everything. Make sure you get your maximum potential. Join the last 16. And this better be the best squad here, so join on the league for this. And that's the squad, so we'll end it here for in terms of the Telegraph. If you're new to here, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button if you do want to stay tuned, and hit the bell if you want the weekly updates on this fantasy football as well. So we'll update, transfers, changes, players that I think are playing well in particular matches, or just people that are hot right now. So yeah, this is the squad I'm going to submit in first of all, and that's basically because Arsenal will start first as well. So our first game is indeed Arsenal against Fulham, and we are going to start on the 12th, which is the upcoming Saturday morning for you guys, pretty much evening for me. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll hope you'll be there, and feel free to join the league. Just comment down below if you want anything else, and comment down below if you let me know if you're enjoying the video as well, enjoying the content. Like I said, subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.